Neila is a student from Iran. You are here demonstrating in front of Downing Street to support Syrian people, and so you are demonstrating against Assad, but also Iran has a role in this war. What do you think about it?
As an Iranian, I'm utterly ashamed of what Iran has been doing in Syria, the massacre of children, women and men for the last 5 years, the backing of a man like Assad to commit genocide against the Syrians. I feel nothing but shame.
In Iran, there is a debate about this participation to the war or not.
There is a debate, but it's painted as glorifying war. They're using child soldiers in Syria as they did during the Iran-Iraq war. They've formed a brigade of Afghanis, they formed a brigade of Iraqis and Pakistanis, and they send them to fight in Syria on behalf of the Revolutionary Guards.
Million people have left Syria, and another uncountable people have been also killed now in this war. So what's next about this country in your view? Maybe Iran could colonize somehow Syria?
I don't think Iran needs to colonize it to do much more damage than it's already doing. They've effectively been occupying Syria and Iraq. It's beyond a colonization, to be honest.
And now with Neila we have also a Syrian student. What's your name?
My name is Abdullah. I'm a Syrian student. I came to the UK last September.
Where do you come from? Which city?
I came from Zabadani. It's a small village close to Damascus.
But you have been in Aleppo before the war.
Yes.
You know the city.
Yes, I went to Aleppo in 2015 and 2014. I was working in Turkey with organization to support people inside Syria. So I went to Aleppo twice, and I saw how people are working together and how they were managing their life to survive under the shelling all the time.
Putin and Assad say that there in Aleppo terrorists were ruling. You have been there. What did you see?
No, actually, this excuse that we are fighting that terrorism in the Middle East is not true. We in Aleppo, if there is some ISIS members, they are very few members and they are individuals. The main armed group are a Free Syrian armed group, and all the civilians' body are controlling the city. This is not true that ISIS or the extremism exists in that city. And now we see that all this bombardment on the city is because this lie, and many peoples, many civilians who lost their lives, they were considered under extremism. That's not true, that's unfair, this is injustice for these innocent people.
Assad claims to represent the overwhelming majority of Syrian people. What's the reality?
That's completely not true. I mean, it's easy for Assad to distract the people through the media, but in Syria now we have 4 million are displaced outside of Syria and 3 million or more displaced inside Syria. We're talking about half of the people are displaced and the other half is under Assad control. So when you say under Assad control, you don't have free to express your feeling. When I was under Assad control, if you made this interview with me, I would say I support Assad because I will be scared from Assad. This is the truth. People who are in Syria, they don't have voice, they don't have free space or anything free to do. So I can say there is some people support Assad, that's true, but the majority of people, the majority who affected from Assad, they don't want Assad, they want to free Syria.
يا ابو قلوب الطيب حتى نار الجنة حتى نار الجنة والله يا وطننا جنة 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 والله
Mahmoud is a researcher from Syria. You have also lived in your life in Aleppo. You have friends, relations who are still there in the city. You are in contact with them, and what do they tell you?
Actually, the situation there is really very bad, and because they don't have water, they don't have electricity, they are under the threat to be killed, or bombed. I mean, by the Russia, by the Syrian regime, by the other militias as well. What's going there? It's really a genocide. It's really a war crime. So we call the international community, we call the UK governments to take an action. This is the real time. There are 150,000 who are seized inside Aleppo. So we call the UK government, we call the international community to take the responsibility and to protect the citizen. It's really a shame. We are in 2016 and genocide is still going on. Russia bombing here and there.
Theresa May, shame on you! 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 United nothing, shame on you! 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 United nothing, shame on you! United nothing, shame on you! روح صلح حرف الاس ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار